YouTube family, what is up? So today I got something a little bit different. So I'm going to be calling one of my students. His name is Jeremiah, and he's the one who signed up for my one-on-one. So he got 3 property in the contract, but now we're having a tough time trying to find a buyer for these 3 deals. So he just wanted to know what's the next move to make. After that, we'll also have a seller that I'm going to be calling, which is one of Jeremiah's lead, that he was having a tough time talking and getting the seller under contract. The whole situation with the seller is that we talked to the seller already. I got on the phone with him. We agreed on the price of $160,000, just to give you guys kind of an update where we're at. $160,000, but it seems like the seller actually have the property under contract with a different buyer, and he's trying to see how much we can pay for it. So he's basically just stringing us along. We accept his 160. He's ready to go. He wanted 180. I got him down to 160. Sent him the purchase of contract, and he is like, obviously not wanting to sign it. And now he texts me. He's like, hey, I'm ready to go, yada, yada, yada. So I'm going to call him back, but I'm not going to offer him the 160. I'm going to offer him way lower and watch how I handle the call, okay? But first, let me call Jeremiah, my student. So let's go over the 3 deal he got. How's the audio?
What's up, Kathy?
Jeremiah, what up, my money maker? Happy Wednesday, bro.
Happy Wednesday.
So, how was the trip?
It could have been better.
So what is the trip about?
We went out there. I was working with Caitlin. We were trying to kind of lock some stuff down. We had a big contract that was going, and there were problems, and then there were legal problems, and somebody's committing fraud technically, and not really, but if somebody spun it the right way. So we had to make sure that there was contracts and stuff backing everything up. So that was what a lot of the time was spent on. And then there was this massive storm that froze us in. So that happened. But yeah, still made stuff. I got one more contract out of it.
Nice.
The guys, all the contracts that I have, I feel like are going to need to be renegotiated because they're just at unrealistic prices.
Cool. Okay.
Maybe they're not. Maybe but just based on my math, I feel like it's just unrealistic and the margin isn't there for somebody to buy it. So I'm like, and then I'm like, I don't know if I'd be like, I'm good at negotiation.
Yeah.
But I feel like I can't get people to come down. That's been my problems. I've been locking people up, and I've been getting them to come down maybe 10 or 20 grand,
Yeah.
But nobody want to come down 60 grand. They don't want to come down to the realistic number. So I'm just struggling at this point.
Okay, so Jeremiah, let's talk. So the 3 deals, have you sent them over to Angeline yet?
I believe they all should be in Angeline's inbox. So we have Briarmead out there. I'm not sure. I need to contact Caitlin to see what's going on with that. We have Briarmead.
So hold on. So so the first deal I want to know is when is that expire?
I need to pull that up. Hold on.
Okay, because all I need to know, dude, is when is it expire? All 3 of them. So let's go with one at a time. But by knowing when it's expire and then where the price is at, if we need to decrease the price, or do we need to go back to the seller and say, hey, here's what's going on, and kind of give the seller kind of an update on what we got going on and see if we can get more time on the contract.
Let me get Norman here. I think she's got everything on
the
computer. The end dates of the contracts.
Okay.
I'm just seeing in my system.
Okay. Also too is Jeremiah. After we talk about the 3 deal, after we talk about the 3 deals, and then let's come up with a game plan of what we're going to do with it. The next thing is Mr. Taylor just texts me. He calls me like yesterday, and I didn't respond to him because I'm trying to play hard to get. But I am going to call him right after this, and basically you stay on the phone, and I'm going to 3-way you. So basically, I'm going to 3-way. I'm going to bring Mr. Taylor on, and then you can just be silent, mute your phone, and then just listen on how I handle this, because I'm going to go from 160. This time I'm going to offer him like 120 or 110.
I would say just offer him the absolute lowest.
Yep.
Because just out of disrespect for our time.
Yeah,
honestly.
for sure. Yeah.
We made it as easy as we possibly could. You disrespected our time. We tried to contact you multiple times instead of contacting other people. And then, you know, like, come on, man. Like, come on. I got to put money into this. Come on, dog.
Yeah, for sure, man.
But yeah, so Jordan, do you have the contract? Do you have contract days on it? I need to know when the end of each contract is.
For those of you who don't know, I mean, this is what it's like just to run a business.
I know that we just got a 7-day extension. I called him back and renegotiated for a 7-day extension.
And I want all of you to understand, if you're starting to do a lot of deals, you're not going to close on every single one of them. All right? There will be deals where you have to cancel. There will be deals where you have to go back and renegotiate. All right?
A little bit of action, but nothing serious.
But I'm going to show you guys how to handle all the deals that you got on the contract that doesn't work. Live action.
February 17th is the new closing date. What's the due diligence?
Wait. Hold on. So, Jeremiah, for the first deal, when is the closing date?
This is Anthony Woodard Beach Lane.
Okay.
The closing date is February what?
So originally the 10th, now it's the 17th.
It's the February 17th is the new closing date. When's the closing? When's the closing date? The due diligence? 21 days.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so hold on a second. And what price do we got on the contract for?
Price on the contract. 80.
Okay, and how much are we marketing it out for?
What are we marketing it out for? Was it 130? Was it? Yeah. 130.
Okay, so Jeremiah, since we only have 21 days, dude, let's go ahead and drop the price. And resend it out to a buyer, and then let Angeline know. So let's go ahead and go aggressive, man. Let's drop it down to 100,000. Yep. Drop it down to 100,000 and reblast it out to the buyer. So Jeremiah, typically this is how we work, man. So let's say you got a property in a contract. You send it out and you get no action on it, like it just silence, like crickets. What you need to do, dude, is typically we lower the price 5 to 10K per day, depending on how big the spread is. But typically when we send it out 3 days later, I'll ask Angeline, hey, do we have any action on it? She's like, nope, no actions, no buyers, no offer, none. Then I'll be like, okay, well, let's drop the price by 10,000, 15,000. You know, so we got to be proactive on, hey, making sure that if there's no actions, we don't just have it sits there on the market and wait until the closing date, but we need to start reducing price aggressively. And hopefully it'll hit a certain right price point where we're going to start getting buyers coming in.
Okay.
Okay, so that we got 21 days.
Do I need to message Angeline and let her know when
yeah.
it's okay to drop the price?
Yeah. You would have to. So message Angeline, let her know, hey, Angeline, here's the property for this one. Let's drop it from 130. Let's drop it down to 100,000. She'll know exactly what to do. She'll reblast it out to the buyer. She will connect with all the buyers that's in that area. And let them know about the new price. Okay. Now let's talk about deal number 2. When is that expire?
Can you pull up Brian Hoy?
I mean, this is business, guys. Business. So for those of you who's like in the same situation as Jeremiah, and Jeremiah paid me a lot of money, man. A lot of money for these one-on-one, you know. I'm gonna spend like 6 months with him, and then he get 12 months in the academy.
That one's yet to be executed through title, correct?
But then he get direct access to your boy King Khang. I told Jeremiah he just can't call me past midnight, so no booty call. I want to help make him a boatload of money so we can travel together. I need friends to travel with. I need rich friends. Friends that when we go to a restaurant, we don't have to split bills. Either you pay or me pay. And typically, dude, I like to play credit card roulette or paper, scissors, rock. You know.
79,000. The problem is, we have 30 day due diligence. What's the day that the due diligence ends?
So
Should be the same day as the closing. Or no, closing is 45.
March 6th is closing, so it'd be like February.
Jeremiah, like, oh, okay, dude. So what is the closing date on the second deal, man?
Closing date?
Yeah. March. Okay, so good. So we got plenty of time. So now the question, okay, so March. So we got plenty of time. So what is the current price that we got under contract?
We have it under contract for $79,000.
Okay, $79K. Okay, and how much are we marking it out for?
We're waiting on pictures from the homeowner.
Okay, so have we blasted the deal out to the buyer yet?
No.
Okay, so dude, so typically, bro, we don't wait for pictures, which means we get under contract, dude, we blast it out to the buyers, and in the email just say, hey, you know, pictures are coming. And some buyer, dude, all they really need is the information on the property. If they're local, dude, they'll drive out there and kind of, you know, do a drive-by. So, okay, we got under 79. How much are you planning to market out to the buyer for?
I was gonna market it out for like 110, but the problem is that it says on my deal software that the retail is 94.
Okay, okay, so you need to, okay, so have you run comps on the property?
I did run comps.
And what do you think it's worth?
What I'm seeing,
yeah,
ARV,
yep,
likely nothing more than 120 if you're lucky.
Okay, so 120, you got under 79. It's probably too high. But hold on. But does it need any work?
Yes.
Okay, how much?
At least 20 to 30 grand worth.
Okay, so too much. So 80K, I would send it out. I would blast it out for 100K, and then see if we get any bites. And we'll probably have to go back and renegotiate with the seller on the price. Is the seller? So what's the motivation?
Let me check here.
Okay, perfect. So Jeremiah, on this one, dude, I wouldn't wait. I would have just, I would blast it out, dude. Send over to Angeline and you as well. Just blast it out for 100K, dude. And then within like 2-3 days, we get nothing. Then we just reduce it to like 90, and then just keep on reducing it until maybe even we reduce it down to 79,000. I know when you like, oh well, Khang, we got it for 79. We sent out for 79. We're not going to make anything. It's okay. It's not about it's not that we're not going to make anything. It's sometimes we send out for 79 where it's low enough where a buyer will come in and be like, hey, dude, I can't pay 79. I can do 70. Now we got a buyer on the line, and then we go back. Yep, and then now we go back and then we renegotiate. Okay, deal number 3.
So deal number 3, I actually thought was Taylor. I just totally remembered that we terminated that.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so currently right now we only got 2 on the board.
2 on the board.
Okay, perfect, Jeremiah. So now you already know what to do with those 2.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so now I'm gonna call Mr. Taylor right now. Okay, so stay on the phone.
Gotcha.
But make sure you silent your phone. So I'm gonna show you how to handle this.
All right, going dark now.
Yep. Okay, hold on a second. So we're gonna call Mr. Taylor here. Easy. Watch this.
Hello?
Hello, happy Wednesday. Is this Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor, this is Khang. How's it going?
So far, so good. How's it going with you?
Very good. Sorry I missed your call the other day. I just got a lot of appointments, so I didn't want to return your call when it was, pretty late over in your time. So I thought that I would just wait until today to return your call. So,
Well, I think I was returning your call.
yeah. So, Mr. Taylor, my question to you is: Are you still interested in moving forward to sell your property?
Of course.
Okay, but here's the issue that we currently got on this. And and Mr. Taylor, this might not work for you, and it's completely okay. But I at least want to call you back and actually give you an update. It's kind of where we're at. So I know, so the last time we chat, I told you that, hey, if you, just because, we have an expiration date on our offer, which is, we talked about the 160 that we both agreed on. And I mentioned to you that if we don't get the signed agreement back today, because it's been out there for it's been there for like 3 days. So we don't get it back today, then obviously it's not me, but my finance department they said it will be considered as void or canceled because it doesn't seem like he's wanting to move forward. And during that time, the company they actually purchased another piece of property. Now, we are not big company, Mr. Taylor. That's something I want to be upfront and honest with you. We're just a small company, so we only buy like a few property every quarter. So we don't have all the funds in the world to buy every single property. And unfortunately, we already. I guess my finance department said that they already spent a lot already to buy the other property. So now we only have limited amount of cash that we can buy your property for. And
well, just stick around. Maybe we can do business later. Okay.
So you don't think that you'll be able to go anything less than the 160 at all, huh?
No.
Okay. I mean, if that doesn't work for you, then I'll just touch base with you like next quarter or so, which is sometime maybe sometime in May or June. Okay.
Yeah, perfect. Because there's no rush.
Okay, not a problem, Mr. Taylor. Hey, if there's anything changes on your end, please feel free to text me or call me. Okay.
I will.
And if there's anything changes on our end where we have other investor that comes in and we're able to raise more funds, is it okay if I call you back?
Absolutely.
All right, Mr. Taylor, thank you so much for your time. You have a wonderful rest of your night, okay?
I'll try. You too.
Thanks, Mr. Taylor. Bye-bye. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but so Jim, that's how I position myself when I call back to a seller like Mr. Taylor.
Yeah.
Now in this case, you mentioned that we have a buyer that comes in and his highest offer is what? 120, right?
120, yeah.
Okay. So his offer is like 120. I mean, right now it doesn't seem like, his price will even make sense for us. So typically, dude, I would follow up with Mr. So remind me 15 days later, Jeremiah, I'll give him a follow-up. And so make sure that you put on your follow-up system. We'll do a 15 days touch, a 30-day touch, a 60 days, and a 90-day touch.
Okay.
Cool. You got any question for me, Jeremiah?
No, I'll be reaching out to you. I just flew in, so I'm just rag tired right now. So
cool.
I'm gonna get this pushed out. I'm gonna see what I can do. I got another hit on my Vernon property, so I'm
nice.
that like basically all the way down. So
nice.
I'm gonna hopefully lock somebody in on that one because that one is 20 days till end of contract.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to get somebody to bite on it and make me a real offer, and I'm gonna take it to her and see what I can do because I'm 10,000 deep on that one. So
yeah.
Running low on funds.
I hear you.
Purchase of leads is frozen at this point. And so
yeah. So hey,
just working what I got.
You got it. Hey Jeremiah, reach out to Eric and let Eric know that I will do this for both of you. So you know how Eric have access to King Data. King Data. I will pay for all of you guys to skip tracing, unlimited. But I will let you know because I just need to check with the other company so that way they can give Eric the access to unlimited skip tracing and then they will just pull the credit out of my account.
Okay.
Okay, dude. So I will keep you posted within the next. Hopefully, I'll hear from them sometime within the next week or so. But I'll do that for you guys. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Jeremiah. Any question? You got my number. Just hit me up.
Of course, man. I'll be in touch soon.
Okay. Bye. Things that you do, man. What up? What up? Let's go, baby. Okay. So. So what we gonna do here? So let me. What we gonna do here? Hold on a second. I am going to. Hold on a second, man. Okay, let me go live on TikTok really quick too while we chat. All right, YouTube family. I guess here's the announcement that I should wait to actually talk about this, because I want to give my students, the priority of everything. So I'll talk about the whole software later on and what I'm willing to do for those of you who already have the software. But anyways, any question that you guys got regarding how do you turn a no deal into a deal? You guys just witnessed that already. Okay. And sometimes when you call back to the seller, my whole thing is, don't be like, I understand that, that you might be frustrated with the seller because they didn't sign the contract, went back and forth. They're just wasting time. But dude, when you get on the phone with them, man, sounds enthusiasm, all right? And just try and make it work, right? Like, don't get mad, don't get angry, don't get pissed off, man. It's just business. And how I position myself, as you guys can see, I'd be like, hey, we only have X amount of fund. We're not a big company, right? We don't buy property unlimited. So now he knows that we have X amount of funds. So the next time when I call him back and he's ready to go, I can lowball him. Even though we have agreed on the 160, but we sent out the contract, he didn't sign. He acknowledged he didn't sign the contract. So the next time when I call, I'll be like, hey, I only have this much amount. The company only have this much amount left. You want to take the cash or you don't? Like, that's all we got left. You want to take it or you don't want to take it? And that's pretty much it. And that's how I guess that's a way of negotiating. Like, you're not lowballing the seller. You're just saying, this is all I got. Like, all we got left is $110,000. You want it? Like, you want to take it, right? So instead of saying, hey, we have a lot of funds, but I can only offer you 110, And then they'll be like, no, you can do better, man. You can offer me more. Well, dude, that's all I got. All I got is 110. Do you want to take the 110 or not? Okay, question. Tony said, also, were you in business of helping others? Keep that in mind. People seriously consider clouding their title. So yeah, I mean, if you have a problem in a contract and you're afraid that the seller or the buyer is trying to go behind your back and trying to steal the deal from you, cloud the title is probably the best way to go if that's the case. Ripple said, hey bro, what is the best way to get off market deals? Here's the best way to get off market deals, man. This is the software that I use, okay, called kingdata.ai. Now, I'm just going to tell you this in advance, all right? But it doesn't mean that you're able to get access to this. And this is something where I told my student today, just because, they're more like a VIP before I push it out to the public. But I'm planning to, whoever have the software, this would be a really, really good news for all of you who have the software, that I might be taking care of your skip tracing. Okay? What other question, man? Also, we're in, okay, I already answered that question. What up, TikTok family? So once again, TikTok family, if you have a question you want to ask, comment the word me. I love to bring you on live, and let's rock and roll, man. Kev said, I have a huge problem. Now listen, okay? Let me tell you guys something about, saying I have a big problem, and I understand. Kev, I understand what you're saying, but I'm just saying in general, if you wake up and you're healthy, you're not sick with any kind of illness that is uncurable, and your family's healthy, I'm telling you right now, dude, everything else, dude, is just cherry on top. Okay? You should be extremely grateful. I like to think of this, man, is that anything that you can solve with money is a small problem. Small, peanuts. Big problem is what you cannot solve with money. For example, you wake up and all of a sudden you get a call from a doctor saying you got cancer. Untreatable. Shit. That, my friend, dude, I can give you $10 million. You wouldn't even be happy. or find out that one of your family, has any sort of illness. So for those of you who's going through tough time financially, or maybe you're just overwhelmed, stressed out, you're just unhappy because of all these stress financially, life, everything. I'm telling you right now, dude, your problem, dude, when you're sick, when you're laying in the hospital bed with some kind of illness, I'm telling you right now, dude, all the problem that you thought that you have was monster become peanuts. Because at that moment, I can almost guarantee you anybody would choose their health over an extra $1 million, $2 million, $10 million. Am I right or am I wrong? So what I'm saying is that obviously we all have good days and bad days. Nobody have good days 24/7, 365. Nobody. Even Gary Vee. Okay? Even me. Okay? Nobody. We all have bad ups and downs, but every single time when you have the low time, man, start feeling grateful for all the things that you have. Because you don't know what you have, dude, until you don't have it anymore. So be grateful. Okay? So, Kev, let's talk about your problem, man. I have a huge problem since signed contract, everything to the title company, and I just found out that the homeowner signed a contract before signing mine, yada, yada, yada. Can I sue the homeowner? No, dude. Kev, you don't sue the homeowner, man. It's just going to cost you a lot of money. All right? And so what you need to do, dude, is technically, if you wanted to, Kev, I guess you can. But the problem here, bro, is that the seller already signed a contract with somebody else, and he signed with you afterward. So typically, I think I answered this question already, Kev. You just call the owner up, man, and confront him. Just be straight up and say, hey, what's going on here? We waste a lot of time. We waste a lot of manpower. We got our funds stuck here. We were going to buy your property, and then we missed out on another property that we're not going to buy. So talk it out, man. I mean, if you really want to go the route where you're going to sue the seller, shoot, man. I mean, do you? But if I were you, Kev, I would have just move on. Like, I would confront the seller. What's going on here, man? And trying to see if I can make the seller feel bad and say, hey, you know what? Here's our time missing. Maybe, they close on it and they can give you X amount of funds. But typically nobody will. And I'll just confront the seller, just get it off my back, dude, and just move on to the next deal, bro. Kev, there's plenty of deals out there. And I understand sometimes, it's a good deal, or maybe you haven't gotten a deal in a while and you're like, hey, I understand where you're coming from. But I'm telling you, Kev, just move on, dude. Confront the seller, shake it off, just move on to the next deal, man. There's plenty out there, all right? When you focus on the closed door, dude, you will miss out on the open doors. You miss out on other opportunities because you're so focused on this one. Kev, I hope this will make you feel better, man. This might makes you feel better. You know that there's a buyer when I first started out, dude. Only happened once, man. A buyer went behind my back, dude, and closed on a deal where I would have made 35 G's. And at that time, dude, I'm telling you right now, bro, I'm running out of fuel. Which means, dude, I need cash. I'm running out of cash, man. Right? I confront I call the buyer up. I'll be like, dude, we ain't going to do deal no more, man. That's it. Call the buyer up, confront the buyer. Done. Never talk to the buyer again and never do deals and just move on, man. There will be people like that in business, man. But those people, I'm telling you, Kev, they will not be around for a long time. I believe in karma, man. What goes around, dude, comes around. Okay? What goes around comes around, bro. If they don't get it now, dude, they'll get it later. And if they don't get it, dude, their kids is going to get it. Like, I mean, that's just my belief. Now, when I say that, dude, I hold no grudge against that person anymore. Like, I just shake it off and be like, oh, it's just business. I've learned my lesson. Next time, I'll qualify my buyer better. I'll do things a little bit different to protect myself. So don't, when every single time when you run into a situation, Kev, or everyone that's listening, never come out as a person, a victim. Never. Because, dude, nobody's going to feel sad for you, man. Nobody's going to feel bad for you, dude. So never be, because every single time when you come out as a victim, it will hold you back from becoming a victor. because you keep on having the victim mentality instead of like own up and be like, hey, you know what? I made that decision. I made that call. I've learned from it. I move on. I'd rather lose out on a $35K deal, learn the lesson instead of $35,000 or $350,000 lesson. So everything is not a mistake, dude. It's a lesson. You got to learn from it, because every single time when you're in business, dude, you will lose deal, man. Dude, I have friends, bro. Like my mentor lose out on a deal where he was going to make like, I think 1.2 million. And when he talks to me, like, he'd be like, Khang, shoot, man, it's okay. I'll find another one where I'm going to make 2.4 million. So I'm just sharing with you like the winner's mindset, which mean like don't. There's people who be like, oh yeah, nothing happened, nothing. No, I don't. I'm not telling you to like look at it like nothing happens. Recognize what happened, right? But don't blame the situation or the people. Own up to it, and then learn from it, and then move on, right? Which means don't be what's the word? What's the word? I don't even know. My vocab is very limited, but you understand. Oh, don't be delusional, right? Like don't act fake. Like recognize the problem, right? But own up to the problem and then move on, right? Like, dude, if you're fat, like, come on, bro. Recognize that you're big, that you need to go to the gym to lose weight, to look good, because that's what you want, okay? Not like, man, people tell me, dude, they love me for who I am. I look good. Come on, man. Shh. I'm telling you right now, dude, Lon and I, man, and this is when now this will be a little bit off topic, but I want, today when I woke up, I watched this girl. She's very big on YouTube. She has like, her name is like Vanessa Hugh or whatever. Dude, she has like almost 1 million subscribers. So she's a very big YouTuber in the personal brand space. And she was telling me, well, not to me, but to her the people who watch her. And she said there's a difference between building a personal brand and building just a social media page. And I said, what's the difference? When you build a social media page, it's just like me. All I do is I just post about, real estate wholesaling, specifically my niche. So she said that's what you're building, is you're just building a social media page. But a personal brand is everything about you. So she said that when you trying to go, like, let's just say, because you can only talk about wholesaling so much that it becomes redundant, like it becomes boring. So she said that a lot of time when you go extremely just in your niche, and when you try to diversify and move to something else, because you have like maybe you have grown out of whatever that is and trying to move on something new, but then you will lose a lot of your followers because that's all they see you as like this, but not like who you are. And she said that you got to build, relationships, and like you got to build like a community that likes, like basically like they got to like the character or whatever it is. It's like a movie, yes, watching a series or whatever it is. But anyways, here's what I learned. So I just want to share this as kind of like, like just so you know a little bit more about like how I think and how I operate outside of business. So for example, like Lon and I, right? Dude, we're really like, we are very as real as can be with each other. And I understand, like, there's things where I wouldn't say, like, obviously there's things that you wouldn't say to your wife, right? Because dude, that might cross the line. Like when she wears something that comes down, you'd be like, dude, that looks, you look FAT, you look fat in it. That's like, you don't say that, but there's way to say it, right? But Lon and I are very like on each other because we want each other to become the best version of ourselves. And I'm telling you, dude, when you're able to surround yourself with real friends, that even though they know it will hurt your feelings, but they know it's going to be beneficial for you to become a better person, that is a real friend. Like, they will tell you how it is. Not the friend that tells you in front of you, like in front of you, they're like, hey, you know, we just love you for who you are. But in the back, in the back of you, they're talking smack about you. Oh man, do you see how big he is? Do you see how big she is? Dude, she gained a lot of weight. Like, what have she done? Instead of glow up, she blew up. You know what I'm saying? So in front of you, they might say that, but in the back of you, it's a whole different game. But also, too, is I think that a lot of times, you know, as a person, you got to be happy with yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's, to me, that's the most important thing ever. Like, you have to be happy with who you are. Mentally, physically, everything. So, you know, so, I mean, like Lon will tell me when I wear something, she'd be like, dude, that does not suit you. That does not look good. I don't think you should wear that anymore, right? And, you know, or there's business things that I do, right? She will tell me, and there's things that, you know, she does where I'll be like Lon, you need to do this, you need to change this, and yada, 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 yada. And I think when you find that kind of partner, that's the real partner. Not the partner who's like, look at you, that you're overweight, and tell you that, oh, I love you for who you are. You don't have to change a thing. Damn it, dude. You need to damn change, man. Otherwise, you're going to be hit with diabetes, freaking, I don't know what else, right? Like, I love you, but dude, like, something got to change, man. And that's what happened to me, too, when I was like 18, 19. When I met Lon, I was shy. I was insecure. All I did was, you know, go to work, you know, at my job, made $8.50, come home, and then play video games for the rest of the day. And she told me that, hey, Khang, you know, you either man up, you know, become a man, because I don't want to be with a boy. She said, I'm looking to marry a man, not a boy. So you either man up or we might be done. And it's not like, you know, when I say that most people think like Lon's a go-getter, she's a go-getter. But when she was with me, dude, we're both dead broke. She was just so tired of who I was, because, and looking back, dude, like who I was, like there's no way that any relationship would last with the way that I am, you know, because I was just a weird dude. I was just shy, insecure, didn't want to go out, didn't want to see anybody. You know, I was covering my face around her family and even around her. I was just weird. I was just, you know, I was just insecure with myself physically. And it took a long time, dude. I mean, I have issue. It took me a long time to start to slowly get over it and then start to be comfortable a little bit in my skin. I mean, even till now, I'm not like 100% like comfortable. You know, you might see me on camera like that, but dude, like I think every one of us has a demon within, like something that every one of us has to battle. Right? Like every one of us have some kind of an insecurity that we're battling. We just don't know it because most people don't want to show or don't want to tell. Make sense? So don't beat yourself up too much as well. Like, oh, don't see someone on social media and say, oh, she's perfect, he's perfect, they got this and they got this and I don't, yada yada. No, you have your own specialties. Okay? Everyone is struggling with something, man. That's correct. Nobody has it perfect. No relationship is perfect. Nobody's life is perfect. And if someone tells you that they have the perfect life, dude, I can tell you right now, dude, it's a wreck. Because nobody has a perfect life, dude. Because as a relationship, dude, just like business, is always under construction. When a couple tells me that we never fight, I'm telling you right now, dude, one tiny fight and that couple, done. Game over. Ripple, dude, I will answer your question, okay, man? But let me finish my thoughts, dude. I appreciate the $2 tips. All right, I didn't know that I could get tips just for talking, okay? But dude, let me finish my thoughts. So one of my employees, she recently met her husband, right? Like this guy's like, he's like, oh man, like the love of my life. And she tells Lon that, dude, we will continue to have this honeymoon stage for the rest of our life. You know what Lon tells her? Lon just kind of laughed. She's like, dude, she'll be like, we'll be like this until we die together. Lon's like, dude, you know that this is just a honeymoon stage. It's just how it works. And then eventually once you get married, the honeymoon stage will be over. And that is the real challenge between your relationship now. She'll be like, we'll never fight. We'll never argue. We're going to be lovebirds. It's going to be rainbows and stars. Lon's like, dude, you are so new into the game that you don't even know what's going on, bro. And 2 years later, I mean, you know, now listen, obviously, you know, when I talk about this, it's not like I want to curse their relationship or anything, dude. But I'm just saying, in life, in business, just in general, it's not always rainbows and stars. You can't wake up every single day and like, oh man, I am so happy, yeah. You know, it's impossible for any human being to feel like that every day. Because if you don't know what sad is, how do you know what happiness is? So which means we have to have sad days to know what good days is. And to have good days, we must have bad days. Relationships, dude, I'm telling you, dude, a strong relationship is a relationship that fights and then able to rebuild again. And that's how you have a strong relationship. Is you fight, you figure out what's going on, and then you fix the issue. You fix the problem. But I'm telling you right now, dude, there are things where you cannot fix in a relationship, in my personal opinion. When that person has cheated on you, it's game over. Dude, there is no fixing that, man. So I like to say, dude, when you broke a glass, it doesn't matter how you fix it, dude. When that glass is broken, doesn't matter how you fix it. There will be lines, there will be stars. It will always be there. That's when you know that, dude, this is game over, bro. No excuses, dude. No excuses like, oh, man, I have too much drink. I have too much this. I have too much that. Bro, none of that shit, okay? The next thing, man, is that no girl, when your girls tell you that she has a best friend and the best friend is a dude, tell her to get the F away, dude. I believe, dude, a girl, same thing with the guy. Opposite sex as best friend. But in this case, dude, I'm telling because I'm a dude, so I'm gonna say more on the dude side. If your girl said I have this friend, he's a guy, we've been hanging out, we don't have anything, yada yada shit. When you guys have a little problem, you know who's gonna step in, right? That best friend. And if that best friend's like, he's, he gay. Dude, trust me. Dude, I don't care what you say, bro. Ain't no way, dude. I don't care what you say, bro. No way, bro. Right? And like another thing that I don't understand about the whole thing where how can you have, like, there are guys that have kids and then turn gay. Like, how does that, like, how's that even possible? So wait a second. So you don't like women, but you sleep with women, have kids, and then decided you don't like women anymore. Like, bro. So you're telling me now it's okay for my wife to hang out with you because you're, bro. Bro, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. So ripple effects, let me try to help you out, man. The top 3 ways to get deals beside the website, YouTube. So yeah, dude. So the software that I use, this is kingdata.ai. Is what the web software that I use, dude, to get all of my off-market deals. All of my off-market deals, dude. I barely do any on-market deals in 2024, going on 2025, even in 2023, dude. I just leverage this software. I go in there and I pull any list I want, right? So now beside the software, you be like, well, what else? Well, dude, what else is driving for dollars, networking with other wholesalers, and see if you can JV deals with them, or network with local realtors and see if they can bring you off-market deals, or what we call that pocket listing. Okay. You can also do Ripple. You can also do what's called bandit sign. You can go to cheapsign.com. Go to cheapsign.com, man. And with bandit sign, dude, for it to be effective, you need to get at least 50 to 100 of them. And you need to put all over your neighborhood, right, for it to work. So it takes a lot of work, man. Right? It takes a lot of work. Awesome. Who needs therapists when we got King Kong? Oh, man, I don't know about that. But anyways, so, okay, let's move on to the next question. What else you guys got? I don't like, I like story time. Ninja said I like story time. Dude, I got a lot of stories, man. Lon and I, dude, talk about stories. Who here wants to hear the story where, like the beginning of my life, like the struggle phase of my life, like the Brokey Kong? Who want to hear some stories of the Brokey Kongs, what Lon and I did? Like some of the crazy things that, like, I mean, I think it's crazy because I am raised and brought up in a family where, you know, my mom, you know, no smoking, no drinking, no tattoo, no hanging out with bad people, no vaping, no drugs, none of that, right? Like, supposed to be a good boy. So I don't drink, I don't do drugs, I don't vape, like, I don't have tattoo, man. Honestly, dude, talk about tattoo. Now, I'm not judging anybody, right? I'm not judging, right? You do you. But for me, let's just say that girl is a 10. Let's just say that girl is a 10. But all of a sudden she got a tattoo. You know what she becomes to me? She becomes a 5. I mean, like tiny one, it's okay. Like something tiny, cute, that's fine. But she has like big, dude. No, she went from a 10 to 5 to me. Okay, in my opinion, a dude too much tattoo, same thing, man. I don't know. So in my country, so once again, I'm not judging anybody. Like you do you, okay? But in my country, you know, like this is the environment that I grew up on, or I grew up in. Most people who have tattoo, typically in my country, they have done like basically stay away, right? Like my mom, my dad used to say stay away. Maybe I shouldn't talk about it. Okay, let's talk about my broke story, okay? So when Lon and I was broke, and we had this old, Lon used to have a Mazda. Mazda, dude, is probably one of the worst. Dude, Mazda was probably one of the worst cars to buy. It breaks down all the dang time. So one time it broke down in the middle of the road. All right, this is Lon's car. Guess what we have to do? I went and got my dad's truck. Lon and I obviously didn't want to call a tow truck because it cost too much money for us at the time. We got no money. So I went home and got my dad old freaking beat up truck, man. That truck, dude, can barely, dude, that truck, bro, you have to pray baby Jesus before you start the car. Right? I went home, dude. I snuck in and then I took the key, went out, start the truck, and Lon and I freaking, dude, it wasn't even like a legit rope. It wasn't even like a legit rope. We took that rope, bro, and we just tied it. Like Lon and I don't even know who do this, but out of nowhere we just thought of that. We tied it to a truck. Lon was in the Mazda. I was in the truck. Dude, we drove that thing down the hill, up the hill. Man, dude, my heart was just beating. But but we're able to make it home. So it was all good. But man, I mean, like when you're broke, dude, like you get creative. Like now for me, dude, my car breakouts, dude, if I have a flat tires, I ain't changing shit. I don't know how to change a flat tire. Okay? Car breaks down, dude, I'm calling somebody. All right? Can't do it. Okay, enough of story time. I know a lot of you guys love story time, but enough of story time. Okay. Let's go question. Let's do question, man. Khang, do you got buyers interested in creative financing? Yeah, Daniel. I mean, listen, man, if you have a deal under contract, it doesn't matter if it's straight cash or creative finance, as long as the number makes sense, I will have a buyer for it. All you need to do is email. I love to JV with you, man. I love to JV, help you find the buyer, close the deal, send it over to jvdeals@wtmfam.com. Okay, let's move on to the next one. What other question you got, TikTok family? Casey said, is your book still on Amazon? Dude, absolutely. Now, check this out. Okay. For those of you who's on YouTube, if you want to grab my book, let me post the link right here. Hold on a second. Man, honestly, dude, it is the only book that you need if you want to succeed in wholesaling and how to wholesale completely 100% virtual, which means I'm going to show you how to, like, you don't have to meet the seller. You don't have to see the property, all over the phone. And thanks to every single one of you who supported the book. Dude, we got over 500 5-star review. We did got a 1-star review. I made a video on it. This guy, his comment was, oh man, this guy said it was a book, but it's like 20-something pages. Well, it's not 20-something pages, but it's very short, 46 pages. And he's like, I thought it was a book. He said that like 3 times. I wanted a book, and it's not a book. Well, let me tell you something, all right? If you're looking to read a novel, then this is not for you. But for me, when I try to put something together, let's just say if you get a table, let's say if you get a couch, let's say if you get a bed, and you're trying to put something together, do you want a book or do you want a manual? A manual, cut out all the bullshit, get straight to the point, tells you exactly how to put it together. Well, this, my friend, is a manual then, okay? I'm sorry that I'm sorry that I call a book. Because I'm a high school dropout, I don't know any better. When something is like this, I call it a book, okay? You want to call it a manual? Sure. But I'm telling you, dude, this is all you need because I cut out all the BS. Because I honestly don't think why a book needs to be 200 pages when wholesaling is very simple and very direct. And I'm that type of person, man. I don't like to peek around the bush. Like, if I'm going to sell you something, I'll sell you something. Like, come on, man. Like, sell me, right? I like it short, sweet, straight to the point. Like, when we sit down, we have conversation. You want to talk about business? Let's get straight to the point. Straight to the point is like, hey, Khang, like, dude, I want to hear how we can make money together. Let's talk about that. That's it, dude. Carlos, I got your book, man. Have it with me. I love it. Carlos, and to everybody like you, man, I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. These kind of comments, dude, and I read all the review on there. It's what makes me like, dude, Khang, it's worth it. All the hard work that you put in to launch the book, the money it costs to hire a ghostwriter, it's all worth it. All the time, the effort that the team puts in. Dude, your comment, dude, make it worth so while. And for those of you who actually got the book, if you can go to Amazon and take a little time out of your day and drop me an honest review on there, it would truly means the world to me. Truly means the world. Okay? That's the book. TikTok family, all you need to do is go to WTMbook.com. And if you put in your information, I'll get your email. I'll send you some free stuff that's going to help you along with the book, which is all the contracts that you need. Okay? Let me answer this question. If you don't have money to get the software just yet, how can you still look up property and owners when you save money for buying the software? Okay, so you're telling me, okay, hold on a second. So okay, I'm just going to call you Oxy. So Oxy, you tell me that you don't have $149 to invest in a software. It's a month-to-month subscription. Oxy, answer me this question. Is there something that you know that you can sell right now that you can put on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace that you can sell that you know that you don't need it anymore that can make you that $149? $149. You see, to me, I believe now I will show you the free way to get leads, but I just want to prep your mindset up a little bit here, because to win in life is right here. It's the only thing that separates between the winners and the loser. It's right here, my friend. It's because your thoughts dictate your action, and your action dictates your result. Because what you believe in here, right? What you believe in here, dude, is what you're gonna do, right? Like when, okay, quick story. Nobody said that you can run 1 mile in 4 minutes. Everybody's like, nope, you can't do it, you can't do it, you can't do it. And all of a sudden, somebody did it because he believed that he can. And from that moment on, dude, he changed everybody believes. And then from there on, dude, more and more and more people start to run 1 mile in 4 minutes. Do you see what I'm saying? So when you tell yourself, oh, I can't afford this, I can't. No, how bad do you want it? To me, it honestly only comes down to that one thing. When people tell me I don't have the time, it's because you don't want it bad enough. Because if that thing was your priority, you would have made it happen. Let me ask you one more question. If you know, now listen, I'm not telling you to sign up for the software or nothing. I just want to help you change your mindset from mediocre to like a winner. Because when you start to think different, your action will be different. Because you're not going to operate on the 97%. You're going to start operating like the 1%, man, and that's how you're going to make more money. If I tell you, and if you know for a fact that if you can invest in yourself, in your business, $149, and you know, now once again, I'm just using this as an example, for a fact that you can make a return of 20 to 25K, would you wait? Would you wait? Would you wait? No, you wouldn't. But because you don't have to believe that the software can help you. So here's the free way. Okay, now here's the free way, okay? So the free way, dude, it's going to take you more time. Like I mentioned, driving for dollars. Okay, driving for dollars. Networking, which is calling realtors. Attend the local RIA. Join your local RIA. Okay? So, and I think if you don't have it, driving for dollars will probably be the best method for you. Everybody cheap out on when it comes to investing in themselves or their business. Everyone cheap out. Trust me. Sometimes even me. Because, to you, maybe $149 is, to me, $149 is cheap. But I remember when I don't have money and we lost $20, Lon cried almost half a day about the $20. So I know where you're coming from. And I want to help you change that mindset because that was me. And if I didn't change my mindset, I would have not got to where I am today. When everyone tells me it was too expensive to drop over 6-figure on my mentor. But because I shift my mindset and I'll be like, dude, I need this thing more than ever because I'm sick and tired of my current life. I want something new. And I'm tired of doing the same thing and getting the results that I don't want. And I don't want to see the next 6 months of my life to be like the last. And that's when I pull the trigger. And I was just tired, doing it alone and trying to figure it out myself. I've tried that. It didn't work. And I don't want to continue trying something that didn't work anymore. And when most people tell me it was too expensive, I was like, dude, if I pay this cat one time and he teach me everything I know, and I become a money printing machine where I can do this, where I can make money every single month, the return is infinite. So so when people, here's another example. People will go out to dinner and spend $149, no problem. They will come up with the money. Trust me, I see this all the time, man. I see this all the time on regular people. average people. I see this all the time. They'll be like, oh man, I don't have money for that. All of a sudden you saw them buying Starbucks. Come on, man. And then instead of cooking at home, you see them go out and eat. Bro. And then they went to a movie. And then they went on a vacation trip. And then they buy a Gucci. A $200 shoes. So you tell me you don't have money? Or is it because it's not important to you? Let's be real. Come on, man. Let's be real, my friend. Let's be real with yourself. The first thing you need to do to change yourself is be real with yourself. That's how you change, my friend, is be real. Just tell yourself, I don't want it bad enough. Because if you want it bad enough, bro, you will do whatever it takes to achieve it, to get that thing. That's all I got to say, my friend. What other question I got here? Lance, would you say if you have money, just invest no matter the circumstance? Well, the thing is, Lance, like, if you got money, you know, like, you need to figure it out. Okay, do I want to leverage my money? Do I have more money than time or more time than money? Or do you rather be like, I don't have money, but I'll find the money because I don't want to drive for $1. I don't want to call everybody every day to network. I want to be able to get access to software. I want to be able to get access to things that makes my life easier. Then you got to pay up. But this is something that I wanted to wait and announce later on. But since we're talking about the software, actually, no, I'll wait. I don't think it's the right time to talk about it. Stefan said, how do I find motivated seller? I already told you the software. It's called kingdata.ai. And for those of you who got the software or who already have the software, I'm doing something so amazing for you that will save you hundreds, even thousands of dollars. What if I pay? I'm just saying, what if I pay for your skip tracing? Limited amount of people. And this is something where I will talk more on the next, on the next one. So if you were to skip trace 1,000 people at 10 cents per skip, which is the average market cost around any skip tracing platform, you would already have to spend $100. What if your boy King Khang paid for that? So I can help you kickstart your business. So it's almost like, so the software, right? So the cost of the software that you pay for on a monthly subscription, even if you skip trace 1,000 people, it kind of already paid for itself. But I'm going to give you unlimited. Let me say this again. I know a lot of you liking this because somebody's paying for it. Now, once again, it's only going to be for X amount of people. And my student's the one that gets I already made an announcement to them this morning already so they can lock in their spot. So for everyone that already have the account, I will take care of you. For everyone that wants to sign up, and this is something I'm planning to do that's probably going to, and I'm for sure doing it. And for any new people who's going to sign up, and I'm going to announce it, right? But you can do it today and just to lock in your spot. I'm not going to tell how many, but there's going to be X amount of people that I'm willing to do that for, where you get unlimited amount of skip tracing. So you can skip trace 10,000 or even 100,000 people, and your boy King Kong will cover every single one of them. It'll come out of my pocket. So once again, if you want to lock in, it's kingdata.ai. Okay? So it doesn't matter if you sign up for the basic plan or the pro plan, I will take care of you. And the reason I'm doing this is because I get so many of you reach out and said, Kong, I love the software. It's accurate. I really like all the tools that you guys have. I mean, you can find motivated seller over 18 different lists that you can target: pre-foreclosure, foreclosure, absentee owner, people who own their property upside down, tire landlord, vacant property. I mean, you literally don't need to leave your house. You can pull up any list. Probate. Okay. You can get cash buyer. Let's say you got a property in a contract. You punched in the address in the app. One click of a button. The software. It's not an app. One push of a button. It will pull up all the buyers in that area, so you can call them and sell them your deal. You can also send out direct mail from that software. It's truly a one-stop shop. Everything that they just also recently launched, what I call is a dialer. You open up, you see their phone number, you push a button, it'll call that seller. And that's something they're working on. And when we first started, that software doesn't have much of these. So when we started, the plan was a lot cheaper. And then they increased the price because of the value. They started to add more things to the software. So for those of you who want to lock in the price, and like I said, over time, the price might go up based on the amount of value tools that they're going to continue adding into the software. You also get access to the MLS, like MLS. You can pull up expired listing. You can pull up all the listing that's currently on the market, and just you click on the property. It'll show you all the realtors' numbers and email that you can contact them directly, where you now cut out the middleman, which is your buyers. You would have to bring in a buyer's agent. Now you do directly and negotiate directly with that listing agent. And that, my friend, is how you win over most deal that's currently listed. Okay? So once again, your skip tracing, if it's paid for, dude, it's you basically got get the software for free, to be honest. And I know someone just mentioned unlimited skip tracing for how long? As long, mark my word for this, okay? And I'm not here to ruin my reputation. And I didn't want to talk about this, and I want to wait until it's done, but they're in the work. They're working on it where you go on there, it's free for you, but they pull my account, right? Unlimited skip tracing as long as you have the software. I'm willing to do that for you. Whether you want to have it for a month, whether you want to have it for a year. Your boy King Kong, dude. I'm putting the money where my mouth is. I want to help each and every single. And the reason, once again, the reason I do this is I got so many of you that's reaching out. And I understand some of you are going through some really tough time financially. And I'll be like, well, how can I help? And everybody said, well, Conway, I love the software. I don't mind paying the subscription, but now we got a skip trace. It costs a lot of money. So I've been thinking about this for a long time. I check my bank, I calculate, check my bank, making sure just making sure that your boy King Kong can cover. So like I said, that's why I only have room for X amount of people. So if you want to lock in today, great. Just wait. Within the next week or two, I should be able to have the announcement, and you'll be able to go in there and access the unlimited skip tracing on your boy King Kong. And everyone that's already currently have the software, I will take care of you. It doesn't matter if you sign up for the basic plan or the pro plan. It doesn't matter. I'll pay for it. Now, what's the difference between the pro and the basic? So, Junior, the basic plan only give you 8 different types of lists, and you can go check. Okay, it's all there on the website. With the pro plan, you have over 18 different lists of motivated seller. But beside that, the basic plan, you only have access to a certain zip code using AI. So the AI, now this is what's crazy about the AI. So but the basic plan only give you one zip code to work with. And you can change that zip code every 30 days. And what that AI does, bro, Junior, you can go in there and you'll be like, hey, I want to know who will be in pre-foreclosure 90 days before it happens. Bam. Or who property will go get in divorce or tax delinquents. You plug in the AI score, which is stand for the wholesale score, and it will tell you, Junior, 90 days before anyone is likely to sell or get into a massive financial situation. So what this software does is they took 40 years of data and they run it through this AI. You guys already know how technology is right now. It's wild. They run through this technology AI and it will tell you based on the trend, their payment history, how long they've owned it, right? The age of the house. It'll tell you how likely they will sell and how likely they will sell it at a steep discount in the next 90 days. So you target them 90 days before any other investor can get to them. Now, with the Pro plan is you can access the whole entire county. So instead of just one zip code, man, you can access the whole entire county. And that's it. Different. Bigger lists, and then you get access bigger area. But you can always upgrade and downgrade too, Junior. And for those of you who wants to get it, you can upgrade. But let's just say you start with a basic plan and you're like, hey, Khang, I want to upgrade. It's so easy. They made it where you go in there and you just upgrade, boom. And then you can always downgrade. Let's say you got the Pro plan, you'll be like, I don't need the Pro plan anymore because maybe you're running tight. You can downgrade to the basic plan. But with the skip tracing being paid for, to me, honestly, it's a no-brainer because I know how much it cost me to skip trace. I mean, just do the math. If you skip trace just only 5,000 or even 2,000 lead at 10 cents, which is the average market cost at 10 cents per skip, you already spending roughly almost $200. But here, unlimited, because I got you. And now, not everybody, okay? Right? But everybody who decided to take advantage of it, if I talk about it today, it's week today. But like I said, it's in the work. So when you sign up, you're probably going to still be paid. You don't have to pay for it. Maybe you can use it to pull the list, to find the buyers, to JV deals. What's crazy is that you can also, once you got a deal in a contract, you can post your deal on that software because there's over 200,000 cash buyers on there nationwide. So you can post your deal on there just like you post on Facebook Marketplace, just like you post on Facebook. But now you're posting to a real market. You know, and just look at the skip tracing. It's like, dude, it's like a cherry on top, man. Just look at it like that. And it will be in the work. And we're going to go through everybody that has the software. And I'll be like, yep, I'll pay. Let's get it done for them, okay? And once we hit a certain amount of limit, where your boy King Kong be like, dude, I'm running out of dough. I'm running out of dough. I can't take care of no more people. But that's when I will make an announcement. I'll be like, hey, the last call, we're done. Okay? So good luck to every single one of them who take advantage. Okay? You're welcome. You're welcome. All right? One man lost is another man gained. But honestly, you know, the reason I do this, I truly want to help you guys kickstart your 2025. I made enough money, man. And now it's your guys' time to make some money. And we can make money together. Okay? JD, it's called kingdata.ai. King, K-I-N-G, data, D-A-T-A, .ai. And if you just want to sign up and reserve your spot, once again, I'm trying to get this happen as quickly as possible, but it should be within the next week or so. It won't take months. It should happen very, very quickly, right? That when you log into your dashboard, it will be free skip tracing, okay? And yes, once again, you're welcome. Elizabeth, you're welcome. I really try my best. I really do. A lot of you guys don't think that, oh man, Khang's dude, all he cares about making money is shit, dude. I care about you guys too, man, because, you know, I mean, listen, I truly appreciate each and every single one of you that follow, subscribes, continue supporting, and I want to continue delivering value. I want to continue giving back as much as I can because, listen, I started from the bottom. And I was raised, dude, never forget where you come from and never forget the people who got you here. To me, you guys are not another numbers. You guys are not another subscriber. We're actually human. All right? I was once in your shoes. And if someone would have done that to me, I remember another story. I remember when my family first came to America, man. And I said, dude, American people are so nice. And here's why. On Christmas. And this never, ever happened in my life. Because in my country, there's no such thing. Santa, dude. Santa came knocking on my house. Because we're on welfare. Right? Santa came knocking on my house. Dude, he brought a bag of freaking toy. And that's why Christmas has always been my favorite holiday. I would never forget that moment. And I look at that guy. And I was like, dude, that is my hero. He brought us so much toy, man. Dude, I'll be like, man, why? I was like, dude, American people are so nice. And I made a promise to go to Lawn 2 when I was, dead broke and struggling. And I made a promise to God as well. But if I ever make it to the top, I want to help bring, those of you from the bottom to the top as well. I want to help out and give back as much as I possibly can. And I can only do so much. I'm not a billionaire. I don't make $100 million a year. Right? So I try to do the best that I can when it comes to finance, what I can do to help you guys out. So I hope you guys take advantage of it. Suck my blood. All right. How many leads come with the software? Oh, Aiden, if you sign up for the basic plan, you get 25,000 free leads per month. Oh, yeah, that's another different. And if you sign up for the pro plan, man, you get 60,000 free leads. Imagine if you skip trace 60,000. How much money am I losing? Just bought the King data today. John, let's go, baby. I got you taken care of, John. What's the software called? JD, it's called King Data. King Data, DATA.ai. Not .com, .ai. So kingdata.ai. Aiden said, how many of those are accurate? You mean when it comes to skip tracing? So Aiden, all I know is, dude, that's the skip tracing software from that company that we use, dude. From King Data. That's the skip tracing software that we use. It has gotten really good result for us. There is no software out there that can guarantee you 100% accuracy. None. But I can tell you right now, dude, I've been in the business for over 12 years. I've tried all the software, the skip tracing, the software to get leads, to get buyers. I tried every single one of them. And I can tell you right now that the one that we're currently using right now is the best one. Okay. TikTok family, I think that TikTok just wormed me already. They just wormed me already. Once again, when I talk about like this kind of stuff on TikTok, I don't know why, but it gets hit with violation of community guideline. And I'm here just trying to give out some money. Anyways, TikTok, last call, kingdata.ai, okay? Not the skip tricks. I mean, how many of those leads hasn't been called 20 times? So Aiden, what's cool about the software, dude, you get to pick out the area that you want to target. Dude, like, bro, you gotta get rid of the limited belief. You think that everybody's gonna go in your small area, your city, bro? And you think everybody gets on the phone that they can be as good as you, right? But I can tell you, dude, we use that software where I can go into any city, any states that I want. But once again, I believe there's so many, dude. There's so much money out there, and there's so much market, dude, that not everyone will get into your market and will target the same thing as you do, bro. And it's all come down to the next thing is how good are you on the phone, okay? Does your book have the script, Johnny? The book doesn't have the full script, but it does give you somewhat of I give you like some negotiating tactic, question that I ask, objection that I overcome. So yes. So for example, man, I'm giving you guys everything here, everything. Okay. Chapter 5 is how to negotiate like a pro. Like, dude, watch this, man. Okay. Here's some negotiating question. Okay. Then the question number 2, is it worth $220,000 because of how much money it will make you? Like, dude, I'll give you pages of negotiating skills questions that you can ask the seller. So there is some in there, okay? But TikTok family, I got to shut you up because if I don't, TikTok will ban me. So I appreciate you guys, okay? If you want to jump over to YouTube, I'll probably stay on YouTube for another like 10 minutes or so, and then I got to bounce. Johnny, I appreciate you going to order the book right now. Let's go. And for those of you who got the book, once again, if you can take some time, drop me a review on Amazon. It will truly means the world to me. We already got over 500 5-star review, okay? Thank you so much. And thousands of copies has been sold because of you guys. Thank you so much. I feel extremely grateful. So head over to YouTube. Just type in @RealKingKong and I should pop on there, okay? Sonia, all you need to go to WTMbook.com. WTMbook.com. Okay, done. All right, YouTube family. Okay, let's go ahead and let's take one or two more questions, and then we're going to call it a wrap. But I appreciate each and every single one of you on here. And I just want you guys, sometimes I don't take enough time to say how grateful I am, just because, obviously sometimes you just don't think about it, right? So I want to take a moment here and I want to say, dude, I'm extremely grateful for each and every single one of you. And I'm thankful for every single one of you. I wouldn't be in this position if it weren't for you, to be honest, right? Like I made my money in real estate. I understand that, but I would never underplay you guys, because my social media wouldn't grow and it wouldn't allow me to do what I love today, which is creating content and which is teaching. Like I love this. Like this does not feel like work to me. But when I have to sit down and try to write this book with my ghostwriter, dude, it's work. It's work. But this right here to me, dude, I can go on all day, all night. But obviously, we all have families that we got to go home to. For me, I got a boss that I got to go home to, okay? AKP said, can you do this from Australia? The answer is yes. I have students, dude, that are from Canada, that are from Israel, that are from other country, and they wholesale in the US of A. Now, I don't know if you can wholesale in Australia, but I know that you can wholesale from Australia in the US. Okay? Now, to sum and wrap this up, for those of you who be like, hey, Khang, I love your stuff. How can I work with you and your team? I need help closing my first deal. Or maybe you have done 1 or 2 deals, but you kind of fall off the track and you're like trying to get back into the game again. And maybe you're like wanting to start closing 1 deal a month. Or maybe you're looking to, escape your JO to B and replace your income with wholesaling. And you need help, guidance, training. Like you really need a hands-on mentorship. Then book a call with my team. I love to work with you. Go to coachwithkhang.com. Join my Wholesale to Million Academy, where you get to come in with, like-minded. You be a part of a community. And all we do is we talk about wholesaling, real estate, making money, closing deals, locking up deals, negotiating. We have classes like at least a couple of times a week to go over everything from A to Z. Analyze deal, cold calling, role play practice, how to pull the list, building the buyers, networking like JVs. So a lot of stuff, but everything related about your business, we're going to cover all of that in the academy and walking you through step by step and giving you the game plan that specifically match you in your market and for your budget, your marketing budget. Right? So you have your own marketing plan, your blueprint of what you need to do and what you need to execute on to actually get your first deal or start doing 1 deals a month consistently. Okay? Gonna wrap it up. Appreciate each and every single one of you that's here with me. I've said so many times already. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate each and every single one of you. For those of you who get the book, okay? Once again, all you need to do is go to WTMbook.com. And if you already got a copy, please, if you can take some time, drop me a review on Amazon. It truly means the world. Thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful night. I'll see you on the next live. And let's go get this money. I'm out.